We're back.
We're back and we're in the daytime.
Yeah, look at all this natural light we have going on. It's fantastic.
It probably looks really nice.
I think it looks about the same,
You
but
think?
let us know. Let us know as you like, comment, subscribe, share, and do all those great things that you're supposed to be doing.
How was our week? What
Busy?
happened this week?
I don't even remember. This week like flew by. There was so much that went on. So yesterday, when we're filming this, right? So we normally film on Sundays, but yesterday was the Super Bowl, and we got home late and we were exhausted. So here we are Monday morning filming.
Yep. Super Bowl was great. The game was boring.
The game was underwhelming, but the food was always fantastic. Jarrett mixed up some fantastic things. He just always kills it.
He does.
The dips and the spreads and the cheeses and the meats, like
and the
he
cute
does.
Baby.
And the cute baby.
Yeah, the cute baby. There.
And we took wings from Cerruti's. So
it was good.
Yeah, I don't even, like, without even the calendar in front of me, like I don't even think I can tell you.
Let's see. I'm like, what else happened? I feel like there was something.
Just go back to the episode where like I say the prompt and then she's supposed to do the thing, but she doesn't do it.
I suck. It is what it is. You went to get ramen last week.
I got ramen.
We got pizza that we didn't like.
We got pizza that we didn't like.
We had our Easton day. Oh my God, it was a busy week.
It was a busy week. We almost
went to your cutting board thing? So much. Okay,
guys.
Back up. Cutting board class.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's this place here in Willow Grove. Now, I found the guy sort of by accident. I was at a new location in Hatboro, Concordance Ferments. They have a gorgeous bar in their first level. Well, the guy who built the bar reached out to me when I put the video out and was like, oh my God, I built this bar. So I started following him, and then I get an ad that pops up for this business called Montco Makers. And essentially what it is, it's an open membership workshop. So you buy a membership to it, and you can go and use all their equipment to do woodworking and finishing and that kind of stuff. But then they also do classes, and they're in the soft opening phase right now. So I reached out to the guy and I was like, oh my God, this is like the coolest idea, because especially like in our area, there's a lot of properties that have now boomed up where like you don't have garage space, you don't have workshop space, and people want to still be handy, not handsy. Don't be handsy. And so I reached out to the guy and I was like, this looks really cool. I said, would you be interested in like doing a collab? He's like, yeah, it's a great idea, yada, yada. So I saw they had a cutting board class and I'm like, this is perfect for my page. So it was like a 3-hour class where I got to go. I'll insert the picture right here of the cutting board, and I'll put up the reel soon. And I got to build my own cutting board, and it is like the most sturdy, amazing fucking cutting board I've ever owned in my entire life. And it's so cool just because like I got to build it. Like I got to put it together and sand it, and we curved the edges, beveled the edges,
it's a good
oiled it, and it's beautiful. But like I thought the concept is so cool, and I truly like when I talk about experiences that are like good for the soul. Like I needed that night out. I was like crashing out hard last week for a lot of different reasons, and getting that night out to just work with my hands and be around passionate people who love their craft. What a freaking amazing experience. Like if you have something near you that is like that, definitely check it out. Or if you are near us in the area and you're curious about it, I can send you the information, because the amount that you will pay for the class for the cutting board to get a handmade, like bespoke style wooden cutting board, you will pay almost double the amount at any farmer's market craft fair type of experience just to get somebody else to do it for you, and you get the experience out of it. So highly recommend finding something like this. Like I want to check out their other classes. They do kids classes as well. They have like birthday parties and stuff, which cool. I think is like the coolest. Think about like, okay, trampoline parks are great, Chuck E. Cheese is awesome, but imagine getting to turn your own bowl or lightsaber. What?
So fun.
That's insane. I saw the lightsabers. I was like, I want to do that class.
You like show up.
I was like, I don't even like Star Wars, but that looks so cool.
But, like, did you bring your son? Nope, this one's for me.
Be like, no, this one's just like a bunch of 10-year-olds and me.
That did look so cool.
Yeah, that one was really cool. And then so the next day, we got to spend the entire day in Easton, out in Easton, PA.
It's one of our favorite little cities.
It's really cute. So it's up near like Allentown area, if you guys are familiar with Pennsylvania. And it's like a booming metropolitan right now. Crayola, the Crayola experience, the original OG Crayola experience is in Easton, PA. So that's where Crayola originally started. If you guys remember watching the old Mr. Rogers segment where they show the crayons being made, it was at that Crayola factory in Easton. And so we go there all the time, but then we started experiencing restaurants out there. Shout out to like Bun Busters. Luca's, right? So if you guys ever watched MasterChef, Luca from season 4, the winner, he has his own little butcher shop and sandwich shop out there. We got to check that out. But there's like so many cute places. Escape rooms are out there. Like Easton is such a cute little area. Like if we were going to move somewhere,
it's so pretty.
That's where we would move to right now.
I agree.
Amazing. So we got to spend the day in Easton. We had connected with originally I connected with a restaurant, but I reached out to multiple of these. Well, it turns out that the owners own two different restaurants. One is a lunch restaurant, the other one is their dinner spot. It's this wonderful Lebanese family, and
we needed this day because both of us had been crashing
when,
out.
when we talk about like things that are good for your soul, we literally kind of like we sat down and the girl just like sits with us and they just start bringing food and we're just talking about life and we're talking about everything and we're
We
just
met the family and they
enjoying
told
the
us
food.
the recipes. Oh, it was
Got to
so
see
good.
inside the kitchens and we were there for like 4 hours.
Yep.
Just vibing. We had some Turkish coffee and some amazing dessert and the food and the meat and
So
just
good.
oh my god, like I can't wait to go back there. And that's another one, like I can't wait to put that reel together. And I always feel that my reels don't do full justice to some of these businesses because you guys don't get to see the passion behind the owners. I am working on a way to showcase that as well because there's so much more to it than every food creator that just puts out
good
pictures of food.
Yeah.
There is so much more to it. So we had a fantastic day there. We went in an escape room, which was so much fun. And I'm pretty sure we left and those people thought that we were idiots by some of the mistakes that we made.
I think she liked us. I think she found us very entertaining.
Shout out to Twisted Escape out in Easton as well.
That was a great time.
The restaurants were it's Daddy's Place is the one that had been there for 13 years, and then Zach's Bistro is their lunch spot, which is the newer location for them.
Shout out to Christina for the best day ever. Like seriously, she's like my new bestie.
Right, we're all family now.
It's so funny because we go to these food things sometimes, and sometimes the owners kind of just like drop the food and go, or we don't even see the owners. Right? Yeah. But she like came to sit with us, and initially I'm like, oh god. Like,
sometimes we don't want to talk. Sometimes
like we're like in a bad mood. We're excited for a day without the kids, and I'm like, I don't know if I feel like talking. But then I was like, no, like this is so good. Like she's so cool.
She literally like pulls up a chair and she starts like dipping the pita with us. I'm like, yes, awesome. You know what? Amazing. Like just so kind.
Yeah,
wonderful
we felt like
family
for the day.
Yeah, we really felt like family for the day.
It was great. But yeah, so this week's topic, what are we talking about?
Well, so we're talking about social media.
Yeah.
And compare like the comparison culture in social media. I know we've kind of touched on this a little bit before, but part of the reason that we were sort of having our crash out
yeah, right.
over the last week was due to comparison culture in social media. I think that for me, there's this sort of frustration of because social media is still new to a lot of businesses, new to a lot of people, there's a lot of like gray area in terms of like who do you work with? What stats do you look for when you work with a content creator and this, that, and the other? One of the things that like I pride myself on is that my page and your page is purely organic interaction. There are engagement groups that are out there that some social media creators belong to, and they could have a couple hundred people in it, where you go and you post your content, and then everybody goes and they'll like it, and they'll leave some half-assed generic comment, and then they'll share it. And you'll see on these people's pages that every single one of their reels has the exact number of likes, comments, and shares every single time, but their content is crap. And I know that like we have made crap content.
Big time.
We've absolutely made crap content. But when I see people with, say, the same amount of followers that I have that are getting brand deals from businesses that turned me down because I didn't reach certain metrics that they were looking for, I know that the business is not doing their due diligence. And you sort of run this comparison stress factor that goes into everything. And then I get frustrated. I get frustrated when I know that there are selfish, self-centered content creators out there who are only boosting themselves because, okay, I promote small local businesses. My whole platform is about supporting these businesses. I don't do it for thanks. I don't do it for recognition. I do it because we have been a part of small businesses. I have watched her father build and lose a business as a small business owner.
Yeah.
And if I can bring in customers, that's fantastic. And that's great for your business. I don't need the shout out. I don't need any of that. But when there are some creators that are out there that will brag and boast about the business that they brought in, I think that it's very self-serving and it's not community serving. And I get it. That's like, if that's your platform, that's fine. But it's just not my platform. And then when I see that people sort of like content worship these creators,
it's hard.
It's hard because I feel like I have like a good mission. So I start crashing out.
I feel like for me, I do want to like sell myself out and just say that in the beginning, I was in a bunch of engagement groups. I thought that's kind of just was like the thing. That's what you did, is like you were in these groups, and I wouldn't be in one again, right? I liked having my little chats every once in a while because like that's good for creators to kind of like spitball ideas, share about different platforms they use, and
Sure.
I don't see an issue with that. But again, when these people are getting 50 plus shares on ads, like that's not real.
Yeah.
And to me, these businesses just see numbers, and it's so frustrating. Like, it's not even about hire me. It's like, I want you to understand what you're hiring.
Yeah.
I want you to understand that these numbers are not real. These 300 comments, if you look across their page, are the same 300 people.
Yep.
They're not reaching more people. And that's what's annoying.
Well, I think, I also see with some restaurants is, it's, I am I'm a repeat customer. Mm-hmm. Any of these businesses that have paid me, say my max rate is $300. I'm like, you're going to pay me $300. You're going to get at least $300 back out of me.
Yep.
Number one. Number two, I share as many specials as I can. Any posts that they put up, I tell these businesses, I say, tag me in all of your stuff. You can look at my page and it's all there. And these other creators are not actually doing it. Like, they're not practicing what they preach when they say that they're in support of the community. Mm-hmm. And, but like, I've had some businesses that have flat out, Muzzy's Chicken Shack in Warminster, PA. I will call you straight out, because before they had even opened up, I reached out to them and they told me flat out, not enough views. Now, I will tell you, if you look at their page, aside from the content where they have brought out creators, all of their reels have less views than any of my reels on my page. So
I love how you put together, he always sends a professional, like, hey, da-da-da-da, whatever. And it literally just said, not enough views. Nothing else. So, not even like a hi.
Muzzy's Chicken Shack, whatever you are in Warminster, PA, you can go fuck yourself. I don't often call out businesses, but like, if you want to be unprofessional, I can be unprofessional.
Agreed. I think my crash out is a little different than yours, and I could kind of said this week on my close friends. I had talked about how you have an image in the area, right?
Yes.
Where we'll go back to this past week. We went to one of our favorite spots, honestly, one of our favorite pizza places, and the food wasn't as good as we thought it could be. We were just like underwhelmed, underimpressed with the food. And you kind of felt like you wanted to put that review out there because this place gets doted on, nonstop.
Right.
But you talked yourself out of it because that's not the point of your page, right?
It's not the point of my page. My page is to just highlight the businesses. I don't do food reviews.
Yes. So he reached out to the owner. It kind of got smoothed over.
Sure.
We'll go back, I'm sure, because like we like the food there.
They handled it very well.
Yeah. And you're not going to post it, right? Because that's not what you do.
Right.
You're not going to sit here. And again, it was a pretty bad experience. Like, the food was really not great. So why would you put that out there? It just hurts the business. And it looks, I don't know, it's not a good image.
Right.
But at the same token, you're kind of feeling like you kind of want to put it out there because you want to be true to your experience, but also you don't want to create this image of yourself because one bad review like that and other restaurants might not hire you.
Right.
Whereas like for me, I work with bigger brands in the sense of like products or places where my banter with them can sometimes be very cut and dry because I don't care. They don't see my face. They're never going to see me in real life.
Because they're like, those companies that you're dealing with are dealing with hundreds of creators.
And they're billion-dollar they're companies, right? So I don't have to worry about my interaction the way that you do.
Right.
You don't have, like, when you message
the hustle
the business,
is different.
It's so different.
The hustle is different. And we've talked about how, like, just like the way that you operate as a business and the way that I operate as a business are two different things, even though we're both creators.
Yep.
Because there are, like, I know that there are, so what I consider you a lifestyle creator, right? Mm-hmm. And there are other lifestyle creators out there that I know hustle their asses off.
Big time.
Absolutely. I'm going to shout out our friend Jersey Nicole.
Nobody does it like Nicole.
Nobody hustles the way that Jersey Nicole hustles.
Yep.
Like, mad props to her because I know the type of work that she puts in to her page. She kills it.
Yep. She probably makes more money than I do.
I would believe it. I would absolutely, like, there's, like I said, there's nobody that hustles the way that she does.
For sure.
But, we talked about, like, the hustle between you and I is different in terms of how we interact. Realistically, I am limited to what is in this area, even though there's hundreds of restaurants.
Yeah.
There are only so many that do have social, like, because they're small businesses. Some of them don't even have a social media presence. Some of them are, like, they stay within their own little, like, niche group, or they have their own content.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have, like, marketing budgets. They don't have the people that you interact with. But I do love your interactions with some of these businesses because you are very straightforward when, like, I don't think that these companies realize that creators talk to each other.
Well, I was gonna say, we'll just shout out someone else. Jasmine told me, like, you have to treat it like a business.
Yeah.
And like, give a stern answer, give your rate, and basically tell them to fuck off if they don't want to pay it, because you're a creator, like, you're worth something. It is your business. And you have to treat it like that.
Yeah.
But what did you say at the end there? What did you just say at the end?
I don't know.
You were just talking about like how I interact with them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like you have to be very
because you know, when they're like, hey, we don't have a budget for this, it's like, well, I know for a fact that
talking
you paid,
to others.
you know, it's like, I know for a fact that you paid somebody else. I know for a fact that you did this.
Well, brands do this to us, okay?
Oh my God, now, it's so funny.
We're married. It's pretty clear, right? We're not in all of each other's posts, but it is clear as day if you kind of even just glimpse.
If you did 10 seconds worth of research, you'd be like,
wow, they have the same kids. Weird. We'll get offered different offers, which I understand. Our pages are different.
I get it. We have a different following, everything like that.
But he has been, okay, I'll just say it. I don't give a shit. He's been trying to work with Wild Fork since he fucking worked there. Since he worked at
for
Wild
the company
Fork.
And was pushing a social media program.
Another location. Apparently got the go-ahead to run campaigns with influencers, hired a bunch of people that we know. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to reach out. And they emailed me back. And they were like, oh, tell Nick I said hi. And I'm like, or work with my husband.
I have made, and I think I went back and I kind of counted, I made at least like 5 cooking videos back when I first started that were Wild Fork food based. And I even made a promo video for my location.
To use.
Which I subsequently ended up sort of getting in trouble for doing. Posting on my own page, posting on local community platforms when the store had opened up and trying to get people out there. And they were like adamant against having a social media program. And then the manager of one of the other locations went and started his own page. I said, well, why does he get to do that? He doesn't even know social media. And I keep getting the runaround from, like, I have the phone number of the marketing guy for the Northeast region. And I like text him all the time. I'm like, hey, when are we going to do something? Like, I was willing to work with them even back when I worked with the company, and they turned me down because they were like, well, we can't pay you because we're paying you as a worker. And I'm like, but I'm an independent contractor, yada, yada. This is the dumbest way to say no to somebody.
Yeah. I think the other time recently this happened is a video game system. So we talked on the last podcast where you said you do your own thing. But for me, because I do help with some of the brand emails, like not restaurant, but brand, if someone paid me, you sure as shit believe I'm reaching out for him. If it fits. If it fits your platform. Because I know they pay. And then sometimes when I'm hit in his email with, we actually don't have a budget. And I'm like, you literally just paid me. Like, you just paid me. I just wish more companies were straightforward with a no and a why.
Yeah, be straightforward and consistent.
I was going to say, like, your crash out is more comparison. And mine is more, I want the reason. I want the no. You give the no, I want the reason. And that's where I crash out.
Hershey Park.
Yeah. Like, everyone knows we go to Hershey Park and we can't get in there to save our fucking lives. I think you ruined our shot, but I don't care. We'll still go.
You think I ruined it? Oh,
your little snarky message.
I was nasty. No, I'm tired of it.
It's ridiculous.
They caught me on a very bad day. Hershey Park. I don't know if we've talked about the Sweet Insiders program here. Hershey Park is the only theme park that is so fucking elitist. They have a Sweet Insiders program that you apply for every year as a content creator.
With a whole ass application.
They get hundreds of applicants. We get it. And they pick like 16 to 20 social media creators. Now, some of them make sense. There's a guy, his whole handle is Hershey Foodie something. I think it's just Hershey Foodie.
He's there 100 times a year.
Guy's name is Nick. He goes there all the time. He highlights all the food in the Hershey area.
Totally.
Great content creator. Really great guy. He and I have talked a few times. Love his content. And then there's people that I know did not go to Hershey Park once last year, and they were part of the Sweet Insiders program, and like none of their content aligns with what they do. Now, okay, fine, maybe they pass this up for whatever reason, but like give us the reason why. I just want to know why. But in the meantime, we had gone to Hershey's Chocolate World. I put up a really cute video about how that was always going to Chocolate World was always like our crash out zone.
Literally.
We would have a bad day, something would happen to us, and we would drive out there, ride the Chocolate World, and we would instantly feel better. Now we go to the Chocolate World because we feel good and we want to just go and have fun. And I put up this reel and they messaged me and they asked for the content. To which I replied, I said, hey, listen, like we had asked for just some tickets to the Chocolate World attractions. and are constantly denied. We're constantly given the runaround. And now you're asking me for my content. And I was like, you're not getting this unless
You
like
pay.
you pay for it. Like, I'm sorry. It's you don't get to just like benefit off of my content.
Hmm.
And we weren't asking for much, right? Like it was just like I think it was a fair, even exchange. And the way that they like the way I felt like their no was kind of a nasty no.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, you know what? I said, you guys are just so freaking elitist. Like, you're not getting my content. You know,
They always
you're not
send
getting my business anymore.
they always send the rejection email, and it's like, but we still want to invite you to the park. And what they mean by that is 6 comp tickets, which that's great because we used them last year. We took my parents, it was fine. They don't pay for parking. So now you're out $40 right off the get.
Right off the bat. Yeah.
So that's $80 because we drove separate. Two parked cars. You already have $80 out of us. You expect content, and we need to pay for food. Now we're not like trying to be those people, right? We don't expect all the free shit, but you need to get free parking. Like, and I talked to a bunch of people about this. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
I can't park my car for free.
And it's hard. So here's the thing: is that when you compare it to other theme parks
Oh
that
my
we have
God.
worked with, and
They roll out the red carpet.
so Hershey Park, again, very elitist, very like you've got to like they will pinch every penny in this scenario. Whereas places like Dorney Park and Six Flags, shout out Ryan, the best PR guy,
The goat.
the best PR guy is literally like, you tell us what you need and it'll be waiting at guest relations for you.
Yeah. He's the best.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter when it is. We could text him right now and go, hey, we want to make sure that we're coming in for opening day. He's like, I got you. You're on the list. You're ready to go.
Ryan.
We do have to, we got to reach out to him. And this is a company that I don't even think they make as much, like, because it's owned by Cedar Fair. There's no way that they make as much as Hershey does.
No.
Like, are you kidding me?
They just don't treat their creators correctly, in my
opinion. They don't.
The other thing I was going to say, I was talking about getting a no and wanting an answer, is a couple times, like, I've been in groups where we're like talking about different campaigns, and a bunch of us will go apply, and then some of us get it and some of us don't. And it's just like, that stuff drives me crazy because I just want to understand how some companies pick.
Well, and I just think that it would be beneficial as a creator
to have an answer.
If a play, okay, fine. So we got rejected from the Sweet Insiders program, but like, tell me why.
Yeah.
Tell me what I can do to better enhance my page as a business person. You know, like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I don't see anything wrong with it. I really try. Like, I've done a better job. I don't know if I've ever told you this. So I have my personal page that I don't use anymore, but that is where I follow celebrities and bachelor people or like more famous type people. And I don't keep that on my business page because when I'm working, I don't want to see big success. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
That's fair.
I keep it on there so that when I sign into my personal page, I'm kind of clicking around, looking at like, I'll just take the bachelor people or Big Brother or like these famous people, reality TV that I like to follow. But I don't follow them for their Instagram hustle. Like, I want to see their personal lives because that's what I get invested in when I watch that shit on TV. And I keep that separate from my Instagram page. And I've really tried to curate my work page to people that I want to be following because it's not going to piss me off. Like, I want to see, like, I'm happy when my friends succeed. But I don't want to be following people that are going to make me feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people that I know make, I mean, obviously way more money than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to follow it if they're not my friend. If you're my friend, I want to see that. I'm happy for you. But yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because you see people get these crazy deals and you hear about it. And some people openly talk about money, which I will. If anyone asks me, I'll always tell people. I don't care. But sometimes you really, it's hard. It's hard not to compare.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we did talk about, like making content early on, and like we all go through our growth phases and things. We were talking the other night about like our early content / like are just and we look at our early content as very cringe content.
Oh my God. It's horrible.
We to this day, like, we joke about like your very first collab, which is funny because we still use the product. We use the product every single day.
Isn't that weird? But Jasmine brought it up. She's like, didn't it break right when you got it? And it did.
It did.
The seal broke off.
Yeah, the seal broke off, but we still use it every single day.
Ipare butter dish.
Ipare butter dish. I remember sitting right here and watching you film it in the kitchen. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is so cool. Like, watching this, because I wasn't doing content yet.
It was my first paid job. It was $50. I felt like I made it because I was like, $50. Like, this is so cool.
And we do. And that's the thing is, like, I love like making friends in the community, and when they're like, I got my first paid collab, and I'm like, yes, I remember that high. I remember that. You ride that wave and you just go with it and be like, this is going to open up so many new things. And I think to that point, you know, talking sort of about the comparison thing too and tying all this in is I would love to always have, and I've tried this with some people and they ended up being assholes, but I would love to just have like a small creator community where we can share our videos with each other before we post it and just give feedback on it from different perspectives
Yeah.
without feelings getting hurt, right? It's all professional feedback. It's all, hey, you know what? Maybe you would shoot this a little bit differently, or maybe try this with the lighting. You know, hey, I tried this trick and do this. Like
Hmm.
nobody's feelings need to get hurt, but like we learned by doing and we learned by watching. And a lot of creators will say this, and you know, I've talked to some people. They're like, just watch other creators. Google videos. Like there's so many like tutorials out there on how to do fun things. Like your friend Joanna just did an amazing transition video,
Uh-huh.
and it was so funny was I saw the tutorial for that just before I saw her reel, and I was like, she fucking killed it on that trip. Did you see that one?
Which one? I'll have to
With
look.
she leans against the doorway and the clothes go down and the clothes come back up and she's changed.
No, I will have to look
Oh
at
my
that.
god, you need to
She
see
does great
that.
videos.
She does amazing videos, but like she just killed that transition.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because like we should be able to like have that go, hey, how did you do that? Can you help me out with this?
Hmm.
I really loved it. You know, it's like imitation is the sincerest form of flattery type of situation.
Yeah.
But like we had our, you know, you had your Eat Pray butter dish where you can like see you reading off of the
I'm
script.
reading a paper, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
And we continuously make fun of that one because what was I doing?
Eat Pray butter dish
Goes well with our kitchen.
with our kitchen.
I really went into this whole diatribe about this, and for what?
Yeah. But so I'm gonna put it in right here and you guys can watch it and then we're going to evaluate it afterwards and talk about it.
Y'all, the Ep6 butter dish is my newest favorite kitchen accessory. When I saw it, I just knew we had to have it. With all the homemade bagels, baguettes, breads, and sourdoughs my husband's been making this new year, we were really looking for something to keep butter fresh. And this is it. The Ep6 butter dish keeps butter fresh, and not only that, it has a silicone lid, which prevents and keeps fridge odors away from your butter. The Ep6 butter dish also has a minimalist and modern look, which goes perfect with our simple kitchen and dining areas. The best part of all is it comes with its own knife, and it's ceramic. It's a great material. Definitely recommend the Ep6 butter dish.
So there's so many things wrong with this video. Number one, I'm clearly reading something that I put a piece of paper in the windowsill. Number two,
it was like before we knew, so it was
before we
like
knew CapCut.
Before we knew CapCut, before like I think it was before they even had the teleprompter function on it. But yeah, oh my
you
gosh.
can see me clicking it on and off to stop and start the video.
You know what I noticed in that video that would drive you nuts today?
My hair, my double chin, like what is going on?
No, so I have a thermometer gauge that is on top of the stove.
Yeah, that'd be a no.
People can't know that we temp our meats. Like
I hate you so much.
They can't. Shout out to a previous episode where we talk about that.
That video is so cringe. It is just painful.
There's not even like emotion in it. Like you didn't even like you like straight up were just like
down.
reading. You're just like the Ep6 butter dish is great for our kitchen and home. Now we do. So first of all, the seal did break right after we got it. I think it fell off in like the dishwasher or something.
We don't actually use the knife it comes with. We have it.
Do we have the knife?
It's in the cabinet.
I thought we lost the knife.
We have the knife.
But that Ep6 butter dish sits on our counter all the time. And we use it every day because it really is a great butter dish. And I think like the irony of that like is really funny to me.
That I reached out to them within the last year and I was like, hey, you're my first collab. I'd love to work together again. And I don't even know if they're a thing.
Right.
I don't even know. They never got back to me. But I thought that would have been a full circle moment to be like, no, this is the fucking butter dish.
Yeah.
Because I would do it so much different.
Well, and I talk a lot about some of the recipes that I've done and some of the restaurants that I visited early on and how I do want to do sort of like a revisit series this year where I go back and redo some of the reels in my more modern style.
With soul in them?
With some soul in it because, God, like my early cooking videos, which one are we going to?
The ribs,
The ribs one?
It's summertime and that means it's grilling season here.
Hold on, pause that. Okay, so I thought I was going to be this amazing, like, social media chef.
You really did go from you want it to be aesthetic to just like, I'm going to cook in our messy 2-bedroom apartment kitchen.
I did, yeah.
Which is better. Like,
I much prefer, and we've agreed that, like, our sort of, like, unfiltered, unscripted style always works really well for us just because, like, we're a little unconventional, you know, and
yeah.
I think one of the best experiences that we ever did was we did the blind box live cooking challenge.
That was fun.
Which was so much fun.
Yep.
And it's tough. Like when you have kids who just want to get in the way all the time when you're recording, it's like trying to record cooking videos with the sound and everything is damn near impossible. But I was doing these cooking videos and I was doing the voiceovers and like my phone was garbage, right? Like it was just my screen.
The sound quality was horrible.
Sound quality was horrible. The filming quality was terrible. And I thought that I was like making some amazing content. And it's just
snooze fest.
It really is. So we're gonna put in I did my ribs and I love the way that I do my ribs and I'm definitely gonna do a new rib video this summer because I've got a lot of new equipment too that I want to show off. But we're gonna put it in here and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Hey friends, it's summertime and that means it's grilling season here at the Claire household. Today I'm making some spare ribs. I got these from Wild Fork Foods along with their smoked pecan rub and some smoked paprika. I'm gonna season them up, cook them, and then I actually chill them, slice them into their ribs, and then I finish them on the grill. Look at that beautiful crosshatch. Oh, it's amazing. I can't believe I did that. The sauce just comes out beautifully, tangy, sweet on the grill. These are going to be so tender, fall off the bone delicious. Happy eating, friends. Enjoy your summer.
We have to note the beginning of the videos, he always said, "Hey friends, hey friends,
hey friends."
And now Jason still makes fun of that, which in hindsight, really dumb. Hey friends.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't. It's giving nothing.
But
and then your monotone style, like I feel like we always were trying to find a spot to record. Like Addie was a baby, so she was like crying and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like if you had like 5 seconds in the kitchen, you would just quick record it, and you're just like, "This is how I make my ribs."
Yeah.
What
And it was and I still feel this way where like I feel that I'm giving more than the video actually gets. And it's so true. It's like I will like listen, I'll like make an amazing voiceover, what I think is an amazing voiceover. And then I listen back to it and I'm like,
that was it.
That was terrible. And I love the show because you had pointed out when we watched this the other night was like the cinematic shot at the end from the grill up the tree. Like
really
I don't know what I was thinking with I was like, this is a gorgeous shot here. Like again, I was very much going for the aesthetic. And I thought that it was something, and I feel that when I was doing the voiceovers then was like sort of like calm and smooth and like, hey, like it's like Martha Stewart's Kitchen type of deal. And I kept making these videos and I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Like that's not me. Like I say fuck. And I do this stuff and it's just
you slide the stuff in and out too. That was your classic move.
I did, yeah. I love being able to do the cuts. I don't know. I thought it was the coolest thing, right? Where it was like I would just do set up the camera and I would do the transitions, and I just thought it was really cool. And I still try to do that now, but like now I have like the right equipment for it.
Oh, it looks so much different.
Looks so it's properly lit, and like because our kitchen is not lit very well. So I now have like the extender arm that goes over top of the counter, and I can actually like film that properly and you know, but we still continue to grow. Like I'm sure that a year from now, I'm gonna look back at some of the videos that I've made recently and just go, oh my god, that was garbage. Like I can't believe I
mean, you even felt so Meadowlark, you know, we all love. You hate your Meadowlark video.
I hate my original Meadowlark video, and it was the one that like really started to boost my page locally.
But it's giving nothing, which is so weird.
It really does give nothing.
Thank you. Put it on the kitchen counter. Thank you. Segue into other cringe content that I had.
Point made here is trying to film when there's kids around.
Well, the other cringe content that I had in my head was I really did feature my kids on my page in the beginning all the time.
Yeah.
My page was really centered around what they were doing, what they liked to do, cute stuff that baby Addie did, and I'll get you your dessert in like 10 minutes. This is what happens when we film during the day. That's all right. I still show my kids. I will always show my kids. I don't have a problem if you do or you don't. They're just a huge part of my life, and I feel safe in the way that I show them. But I would never show them again in the way that I used to.
Oh, no way.
I mean, I showed Addie having tantrums all the time. I showed, I don't know, just like too much. Like, I don't need to show them in their pajamas doing a thing, or like,
yeah.
I don't know, like not every little personal moment needs to be out there.
Well, I think that we were blurring the lines between a personal page and a creator page.
For sure.
And that's because, you know, like I definitely had some early on. You know, there was the Valentine's Day one of her just crying.
Yep.
You know, there's a few videos on my page of her just having full on meltdowns. Mm-hmm. And it was sort of that like we're being natural. We were.
Yep.
But we also realized that like as a creator and having a professional page, there are ways to sort of show that without doing it the way that we were doing it.
For sure. I feel like I had something else to say on that. Maybe not. Do you have any other thoughts?
Showing the kids.
Any other cringy things that you did? Like, just like in general that you can think of?
I mean, like I was doing, so like while I was trying to find my footing in the creator world, and because you were helping me, you know, there were some brand deals early on that just, they aligned with my page, but also like didn't align with my page.
Like Love Bug?
Yeah, like
Probiotics.
there was
for
a
your
lot of
kids.
stuff for the kids, and you know, yes, they do dad content, but it's more of like me as a dad, not me interacting with the kids as a dad.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yep.
like these are the things that I do for my mental health as a dad. These are
Yep.
what I do to go out as a dad. This is like how I live my life, because I wanted to make dad content that didn't involve the children, not because I don't want them, like it's not about, I don't want my kids on social media, I don't want that, but my page is more about like the dad health, the mental health, men's mental health, and showcasing that, because we all know what having children, like if you have kids, you know what having kids is like.
Yep.
We all have the same struggles. So I don't need to show that. Yes, I do some like cooking videos with Addie. I've done cooking videos with Jason, and I love doing that. But when it comes to doing like branded content as a dad, I do it as I'm a dad.
Yep.
Not these are my kids. I'm a dad.
I get that. I feel like, again, Jasmine had taught me something, and she was like, brands want to work with you because of you.
Right.
And that really hit me and really made me restructure my page. Because in the beginning, if you look, and we can insert a picture here of how my feed looked in the beginning, it was quite literally all pictures of the kids as cover photos.
Yeah.
Cute little photos. And now it's really just me. I mean, every like, we'll say 10th photo is me and Jason, or a cute one of Addie. And again, I don't have a problem showing my kids online. And that's something that we agree on, is like, we show them how we want to show them. But just, yeah, like it's more about me, like you just said, more about me as a mom. And of course, my page is different than yours, where like some of the products are kids centered. Sure. And I'm like, kids, we gotta, you know, you want to like blow up this toy, and half of them are toys. So they're like, what are you reading?
I don't know. You're getting like violation notifications.
Oh, always. Oh, I'll explain this one to you after.
Okay, great.
That's not about my page.
Oh.
My page has gone through enough.
Nice. Yeah, right.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, just like showcasing me as a mom. And I was talking about kids and the products and stuff. It's like, of course it's a toy, I need them in the video.
Yeah.
And I do want to say that our kids get compensated and taken care of for their contribution on our page.
Yes, they do.
That's important,
right? For anybody curious, we do pay the kids.
Yes. But yeah, those are definitely the cringiest things I could think, is the kids, and then that first video, I don't even know.
Yeah, and if you like, please go scroll back on our pages and go back and look.
Before we really discovered CapCut, I was editing in Instagram. And I told you, I remember specifically this one video, which if I can find it, we'll insert that as well. I made a video just showcasing the kids' Easter gifts. And I was like, this is a cute video, but I edited it in Instagram, and it kept getting deleted. And I was crying, and I was crashing out.
So mad.
I was so mad.
So mad. And it's just, yeah. And like, I was fortunate that like when I started, you had already discovered CapCut. Like I had the distinct fortune of coming into it after you had already sort of like worked out a lot of kinks. So,
big time.
So like, yes, my early content was very cringe, but like
for different reasons.
It could have been way cringier.
It could have been
so much worse. And
in my beginning content, we didn't even have a tripod. So the windowsill.
Yeah.
You need to wait.
We're almost done.
We're almost done. Go. I will come give it to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Love you.
We're almost done.
Love you. We're just finishing up. We'll get in a second.
5 more minutes. Go. Yep. 5 more minutes.
Sure.
Whatever you say, princess.
My content could have been way cringier.
I was saying we didn't have a tripod.
Yeah, we didn't have a tripod.
Like
we didn't, and I think that's where like I benefited from you, and I know that you have benefited from me getting involved in this, because
absolutely.
I'm more the techie guy, right? Like we now have 3 tripods, we have 3 different lights. I've got the kitchen arm set up, we've got the microphone, we've got all the cables.
This is stuff I wouldn't have spent money on.
I've got the drone, I've got the handheld gimbal.
Yep.
I've got the handheld light.
We got everything.
The microphones, like I handle those. Like that's where like I do my research on that. And I go, hey, here's how we can sort of enhance this. Like I learned certain editing tricks, and like where you're really good. Like again, I will always talk about how like we are a really great power couple in the sense that like our strengths,
you love me.
our strengths balance each other out.
Big time.
And
we have what the other's lacking in every instance.
Like a great example was that, when we talked about when we went to Lancaster recently and we were at the Red Run Resort,
Mhm.
and I took the drone out there and it snowed. So I got some amazing drone footage
Yep.
that I was able to edit into your reel.
Yep.
And it just made it so much better, right?
Yep.
So it was like just a way that my tech stuff helped your reel out. And then it's vice versa. It's like you're really good with like negotiations and things like that, where, if I get a message, I'm like, hey, I need you to handle this because I don't
I'll
know.
say the wrong thing.
I will absolutely say the wrong thing.
I'm like, no, I got it.
And you handle it so well. So, I want to know, like, if you guys get the chance, go back and look at our early videos, and I want you to find what you think is the cringiest thing that either one of us have posted.
Hemorrhoid
because
cream?
That was a good one.
I posted hemorrhoid cream.
That was a good one. I loved the video of the Sposies, but like when I look at my page,
doesn't fit.
It's cringy.
That was a good brand.
I would say the cringier stuff for me was my early cooking content.
Oh, for sure.
Everything else, like I was having fun with it. I was trying to be humorous, which I found like scripted, I'm not very funny. Unscripted, I'm freaking hilarious.
Agreed.
And it always ends up like in my head, I'm always like, Lauren, I've got this great idea. It's so funny, and I'm dying laughing.
I roll right away.
This is so stupid. I've had some recently. Just yesterday we were talking about one. We have to film that. But yeah, scripted, I'm not very funny at all. Unscripted, I'm amazing. So I try to do more like unfiltered, unscripted stuff now.
Yeah.
Just because, like, again, I want my personality to show. Going back to like how I do my food content is, yes, I'm showcasing the business, and the food and the business are the center of like, they're the main character of the reel. But I want my personality to be on that. Like, I love all food. I love all these small businesses, and I want them to see that holy shit, this is good moment. I want them to see that.
Just to be clear, that was my advice. My
was.
advice was to put him on his page.
It was. And even though like I get paid to do this stuff, like it's very real moments. Like trust me, I'm not a good actor. And so like what you see is very, very true.
Yep.
And yes, I have my favorites, but I respect these businesses and I respect the work that goes in. So I know that my perspective of the food might be different than a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, like, when you bite into that food and you can taste just like the experience that goes into that and getting to share that.
Yep.
It's, the unfiltered is always better. And if you can figure out how to script the unscripted, that's
some
where
of our best videos.
That's where your content really shines.
I love it.
But yeah, so let us know what do we do that's super cringy. I'm sure everybody's got some things. I know we do things that piss people off.
Definitely let us know what content of ours stood out to you, or if you're a creator, send us your cringy videos.
Send us your, maybe we'll do, listen, if some of you guys out there send us your cringiest videos,
we could do a reaction.
Here, wait, so I got it. Here's the sound bite for our teaser clip this week.
Do it.
Content creators out there, send us your cringiest reel that you have ever done, and we're going to do a reaction on one of the upcoming podcasts, because everybody's got cringy content. We've shared ours. Now you can share yours. Let us know. We'll be kind, I promise.
Will we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be kind. I mean, you can tear ours apart. I don't give a shit.
Right? Absolutely. We know we suck.
And also, if you ever have any questions about content creation, because sometimes we do get them, we'll answer literally anything.
I'll answer everything.
We're not a gatekeeper. We'll tell you the money. We'll tell you whatever.
Yep.
So leave a comment.
Sure.
And as always, thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all those amazing things. We love you guys. We've been seeing a really big uptick in like views and watching and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for all your support. We're chugging along slowly but surely. Let us know if you guys would like to see us talk about anything. We have some cool topics sort of lined up, but I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you want to see. So like, share, comment, do all those great things. And as always, thanks for cooking.
Thanks for cooking.